Welcome to another round of Prem and Proper here on SDH as we take you through an abbreviated schedule this week in the Premier League because of FA Cup action. You had 4 teams that were directly impacted, and that sent some other matches down to being rescheduled later on in the week. It's going to be a very, very busy week in the Premier League coming out of this weekend. So we'll go over the juice boxes for the upcoming matchups, and there's a lot of them coming up in the week in just a little bit. But let's take you through the abbreviated week in the Premier League starting on your Saturday. First matchup out of the board, big win for Brighton on the road. Brighton wins 1-0 at Spurs Stadium, beating Tottenham. And here is Graham Potter after the match as Brighton gets all 3 points at a plus 560.
I know you had a tough run, but if you look at it now, you're on course for the best ever Premier League finish in terms of the table, closing on the best ever points record that the club have had in the Premier League, and already best ever points total away from home. It's still been a really good season if you take out that sort of sticky run you went through.
Yeah, and we're Brighton and Hove Albion, so it's quite unrealistic to think that we're not going to have a sticky run at some point in the Premier League, and it's about how you handle that and deal with it. Pretty quickly, it can go to Armageddon quite quick in this league, and then you have to respond. And we had a good reset after the international break, good performance against Norwich, and two really impressive wins that I don't think we're fortunate. I think we deserve them. So it says a lot about the players, the character of the team. Really, really proud.
Brentford continues their winning ways with a 2-1 win over Watford. And Brentford goes in as a road favorite at a plus 148. Brentford gets the Duke 2-1 as they continue to get 3 points at a time under Thomas Frank here late in the schedule. So here's the Brentford thoughts after the match with their 2-1 win over Watford.
These guys down there, wow. The fans, remarkable again throughout the game. You could hear them. Again, we timed it well to score towards the away end. That's crazy that we did that also in the West Ham game away. It was an average performance. I think we were a bit better than Watford first half without being fantastic. Second half, Watford had momentum, and I think they were better than us. We were not good on the ball today. Gave it away too easy. Of credit to Watford, I think they came with everything, and I think we need to remind ourselves that every single game in the Premier League, the difference is this in many games. So what I like is that even that we didn't play well, and it looked like they had a bit of momentum, I actually think we defended quite well. We only gave that goal away as a big chance, or a chance where they scored, and the double chance in the end is actually offside. So even if you take that into consideration, but offside, then the very minimum what we gave away, which allowed us to stay in the game, showing that unbelievable belief and character mentality that is in this group of players. That culture we all have created together is remarkable. And then we know we have threat on set pieces, so I knew it would be a chance.
Last week when we had Prem and Proper, Southampton gave up 6. This week on Prem and Proper, Southampton doesn't give up a goal, frustrates Mikel Arteta to the point to where he sits down with his matchup against Arsenal. Here's Ralph Hasenhüttl at a plus 301 at home as they got the win over Arsenal 1-0.
They will have the same situation like we have if we want. They had also lost twice now and trying to find answers. You see how tough it is also for them. They have a different target. They have to come in, or they want to come in the Champions League, and have some injury problems now. What they feel, I think, and still a team that is also on the way up. I think they did a good job this season so far. Young team, and like always with young teams, you see that there are some ups and downs, and for us, it's important to cause them some issues, because if you don't, then it's easy for them to win games.
Then your last match on Saturday, Manchester United and Norwich, back and forth, crazy game. When you thought that Manchester United was in control, Norwich came storming back. But Manchester United, it was a day for Cristiano Ronaldo. All 3 goals were his in a 3-2 win over Norwich.
Well, Ralph, should that have been a slightly less stressful afternoon than it turned out to be?
Yes, it should actually have been a less stressful afternoon, even more so after we had scored two brilliant goals, and being 2-0 up should have made life a lot easier for us, but it didn't, because we just didn't defend well enough. Both goals, actually, we could have even conceded a goal earlier on two transitional moments, and this is exactly those things that we need to do a lot better in the upcoming games.
Two matches on your Sunday, West Ham and Burnley, after the shock firing of Burnley manager Sean Dyche. So Burnley gets a 1-1 draw, gets a vital point as they try to chase their way out of the relegation fight. So a big point for them at West Ham. Then Newcastle gets the win 2-1 at home against Leicester, with Bruno Guimaraes with the game-winning goal at 90+4. Here's Eddie Howe after the match, courtesy of our friends at Newcastle, the Premier League, and their social media channels.
Tell us about the last minute and the 93 that preceded it.
Yeah, it was a tough game today. I thought Leicester played very well, especially in the second half. I thought we found ourselves in a situation where we weren't having a lot of the ball, but we had to be very, very good defensively and try and stop them penetrating us. And it was a game of transitions in the end for us in the second half, and thankfully one of those transitions, one of those counter-attacks has paid dividends with a great goal for Bruno.
The scenes at the final whistle were really special. They looked really special. Did it feel extra significant, bearing in mind the way you did it, and also what that result now does for you?
I think significant in the fact that the timing of the goal, how we've come back from a difficult position, but also we haven't got short memories. I'm sure no one connected with Newcastle has. With the difficult position that we were in, seems like yesterday, and you can never forget that. So it's about savouring the good moments and trying to enjoy the times when things are good, because it's so important, because football can change very quickly. So we're in a good place.
So that sets up the standings as how things are in the Premier League. Manchester City, Liverpool, 31 matches played, separated by a point. They are far and away from number 3 Chelsea, 30 matches played and 62 points. Chelsea's won 4 of 5. Tottenham in 4th, 32 matches played. They're at 57 points. Their 4-game win streak was snapped. Manchester United, same number of matches played as Spurs at 15, 9, and 8. They're at 54 points, goal difference of +8. More goals scored than Arsenal, who have lost 4 of 5. Arsenal at 54 points, they've lost 4 of 5. West Ham at 52 points in 7th. Wolves at 49 points in 8th. Leicester ahead of Brighton on goal difference at -4 to -8. Brighton is in 10th at 40 points. Brentford has won 4 of 5. They're at 39 points, a goal difference of -8. Southampton is in 12th, snapping their 4-game winless run. They're at 39 points, but Southampton's goal difference is -14. Crystal Palace at 37 points, 31 matches played. Newcastle the same, but their goal difference is +3 to -19. Newcastle having won 2 in a row. Villa has lost 4 in a row, 31 matches played, 36 points. Leeds at 33 points, 5 points ahead of Everton. Everton has 2 matches in hand on Leeds to stay out of the relegation picture, but Everton is at 28 points. Burnley still within shouting distance, but they've played 1 match more at 25. Watford, having lost 4 of 5, are at 22. Norwich, having their 2-game unbeaten string snapped, as 21 points. They have surrendered 66 goals on the year, 32 matches played. So let's take a peek at the upcoming matches. Once again, very, very busy week. On your Tuesday, Liverpool, Manchester United, 3 o'clock. Liverpool's a -270. Manchester United's a +726. On Wednesday, Chelsea and Arsenal. Chelsea's a -112. Arsenal's a +333. Everton and Leicester. Everton, home favorite against the Foxes at a +136. Leicester's at a +216. Newcastle hosting Crystal Palace. Newcastle a +137, and Newcastle's a +224. Manchester City hosting Brighton at 3 o'clock. On your Wednesday, Manchester City's a -500. Brighton north of +1600 if you want to go there. On Thursday, Burnley hosting Southampton. Southampton, a road favorite at +162. Burnley in the composite, courtesy of our friends at Odds Portals, a +179. Busy Saturday, Sunday, and Monday in the Premier League going up. Saturday, 5 matches. Arsenal's a plus 122, hosting Manchester United, a plus 233 on the quick turn. Leicester, 10 o'clock, plus 177. Aston Villa's a plus 156 on the road at the King Power. Manchester City hosting Watford at a minus 909. Watford north of plus 2350. Norwich hosting Newcastle. Newcastle's a plus 114. Norwich is a plus 262 at home at Carrow Road. 12:30 your late match at Brentford. Spurs are a minus 104. Brentford north of plus 300. On your Sunday, 4 matches, 3 at 9 o'clock. Brighton hosting Southampton. Brighton a plus 125. Southampton a plus 237. Burnley hosting Wolves. Could go a long way in closing the gap with Everton, because Everton will be hosting Everton goes to Liverpool. We'll get to those in just a minute. At Turf Moor, Burnley a plus 170. Wolves a plus 186. Your draws a plus 214. Chelsea hosting West Ham. Chelsea's a minus 182. West Ham is a plus 505. Your draws a plus 338. Liverpool a minus 476 hosting Everton in the Merseyside derby. It is a plus 616 for the draw. Everton a plus 1350. And north of that, Monday Night Football on the 25th, Crystal Palace and Leeds. Crystal Palace a plus 108. Leeds is a plus 261. And your draw is a plus 260. Keep an eye on soccer over there for all the talk that you will need to keep up with everything going on in the Premier League, especially after the FA Cup victories for Chelsea and Liverpool, as they will be playing for FA Cup hardware, and everything else for the stretch run involving the Premier League. That's another edition of Prem and Proper here at SDH. Enjoy the Premier League, folks. We'll catch up with you next week.